John Durham's investigation into the origins of the Russia probe is now a criminal investigation. The New York Times reporting the news with this subhead, though. Here it is. The move is likely to open the Attorney General to accusations that he is trying to deliver a political victory for President Trump. Ed, this is unbelievable. They are trying to pin this. John Durham, with impeccable background, not a political bone in his body, as revenge and not a legitimate investigation by Durham. So heads you win, tails I lose.
Yeah, it might be another example of just kind of letting opinion get ahead of facts. Why not let John Durham actually get the facts and figure out the roots of the Russia probe, as you were just debating back and forth with Richard and Matt? The bottom line is Fox has two sources tonight familiar with this investigation, confirming that New York Times report that man, John Durham there, a U.S. attorney from Connecticut, now has opened a criminal investigation. This started as a broad probe. He didn't actually have a grand jury. He didn't have subpoenas, all the rest. Now he does. This is a formal criminal probe, we're told. And so there are going to be a lot of former Obama officials who are going to be under the microscope in terms of their behavior, the FISA warrants, and all the rest you've been talking about tonight, Laura.
Well, probably people are wondering, watching this, Ed, who is most nervous tonight, perhaps, given what we know? Well, John Brennan has been, on television a lot lately and throwing up kind of pixie dust in the air about all of this. This is all a big scam. This whole thing is ridiculous. Casting Barr as just another henchman for Donald Trump. I mean, this is kind of what's been done for some time. We
have some clues tonight, which is that we've been picking up reports that John Durham's been wanting to talk to John Brennan, who you mentioned, the former Obama CIA director, but also James Clapper, who, of course, was the head of the director of national intelligence, who would have been involved in some of this. I'm not saying that we have evidence. Again, we shouldn't let the opinion. We should follow the facts and figure it out. What happened, and let the chips fall where they may. But I'll give you another important piece of information we're picking up tonight. There was a letter sent by Michael Horowitz just in the last few hours up to congressional leaders and whatnot, saying that he is closing in on finally getting that Inspector General report about FISA abuse out there in the public domain. Says that he is going to have it largely, unredacted. We're going to see lots and lots of pages. James Comey's behavior, he's another one who will be under the microscope. But officials familiar with the Durham probe are telling me tonight that they're going to use that Inspector General report as sort of a roadmap for this criminal probe. As you know, the Inspector General cannot actually prosecute people, can only suggest, here's what happened, here's where there may have been wrongdoing, but can't actually prosecute anybody, can recommend prosecution, but can't actually do it. Now John Durham has that subpoena power, has that grand jury, can actually potentially push criminal charges. That's a big deal.